slimmed down. He said, I'm in the best shape of my fighting career. And he throws it over. It's over. It's over.
The Huntington Beach Bad Boy is a controversial fighter with tons of fans and many haters. But however you feel about Tito Ortiz, it's hard to deny this guy's talent. Having started back when MMA fighting was largely illegal in the US, Ortiz is an original legend. Today we're taking a look at the long and impressive career of Tito Ortiz. This is Ultimate MMA. Ortiz had a rough upbringing in sunny Huntington Beach, California. Both his parents were addicted to hard drugs and Tito himself was involved with local street gangs. It wasn't until high school Tito discovered his talent for wrestling. From there, his career took off. Ortiz made his UFC debut at UFC 13 against Wes Albritton.
Watch for Albritton to try to strike and keep it on the feet, but he got it awful close. I don't know why he did that if he wanted to stay standing.
Good quick move by Ortiz, who ranged down some elbows. And Ortiz popping away at the head of Albritton. And now in the mount.
He's got a good mount here. Legs have no defense for Albritton. He's absorbing this punishment. Look for the referee here to step in.
A lot of left hands landed by Tito Ortiz. Oh, some bad ones to the face, and finally the corner. The corner throws in the towel.
The fight lasted only 31 seconds, as Ortiz got Albritton to the ground and quickly dealt heavy strikes. When he faced Guy Mezger for the light heavyweight championship, he started by dominating the fight.
Breaks the lock. See if he tries to get back to his feet.
A knee by Ortiz.
But Mezger turned it around and won by guillotine choke. It was a mixed start for Ortiz, but next he would dominate fights that established his biggest rivalry. At UFC 18, Ortiz defeated Jerry Bolander by TKO.
Shamrock, a great champion, stunning in his latest victories, just a tremendous athlete. He's moved himself so far in the mixed martial arts world.
Richard Isbrico and our veteran cut man Leon Tabbs comes into the ring, and Ortiz has a huge smile on his face.
He senses it.
Ortiz then came back for Mezger at UFC 19 and won that match by TKO.
I'll tell you, John McCarthy's going to start looking at this seriously. Mezger does not offer some form of defense. That's going to do it.
Both of these fighters were from Ken Shamrock's team, the Lion's Den. So when Ortiz showed a little disrespect, Shamrock was livid. At UFC 22, Ortiz would challenge his rival's brother, Frank Shamrock, for the light heavyweight championship.
It's an element we haven't seen inside the octagon from Frank before. There's a knee that connected, and down it goes again.
While Ortiz dominated the majority of the fight, Shamrock ended up with the victory. But right after this, Shamrock retired, setting the stage for Tito Ortiz and Vanderlei Silva to battle for the light heavyweight championship at UFC 25.
Tito's doing the right thing. He keeps shifting direction. Don't be a stationary target for those good hands of Vanderlei. And if Vanderlei wants to throw big leather, it's going to have to be a risk. And he took that risk and paid for it.
Ortiz ended up with the win by unanimous decision. From there, Ortiz successfully defended his title a record-breaking 5 times, defeating Yuki Kondo, Evan Tanner, Elvis Sinosek, Vladimir Matyushenko, and finally Ortiz's biggest rival, Ken Shamrock.
Nice elbows. Nice elbows.
Hershey walks in, and it is all over.
I'm not sure why Herb stepped in there.
Ortiz wouldn't lose until UFC 44, where he faced Randy Couture and lost by unanimous decision.
Reminiscent of how Ken Shamrock fought against him on the bottom. Tito's got to get up from here.
From there, the victories didn't come quite as easily for Ortiz. Tito would fight old friend and fellow UFC legend Chuck Liddell for the first time at UFC 47, starting the famous Ortiz-Liddell rivalry.
Tito covers up. Chuck continues to tee up. Combinations, uppercuts. Chuck looking to hit. And down Tito Ortiz.
Ortiz lost that fight and lost his next rematch with Liddell at UFC 66. But he would fight and defeat Ken Shamrock 3 times, completing that rivalry as a clear winner.
Ken's a bomb. Yep, these are big. Ken trying to survive, and it's all over. And it's all over.
Ortiz would finally get a win against Chuck Liddell in the 3rd and final fight of their trilogy. Even though many say this wasn't exactly a fair fight since Liddell had been in retirement while Ortiz had kept up training, we still gotta hand it to Ortiz. Ortiz went in and out of retirement for a while, but he finally turned in the gloves in 2017 after a 21-year-long career. Since then, Tito Ortiz has become a household name, an actor, a poker player, and a politician. No matter how you feel about Ortiz, to go from street gangs to luxury is no small feat. He paved the way for many fighters today, and we can't wait to see what this UFC legend does next. How do you feel about Tito Ortiz? Any important bits from his career you feel like we should have included? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back every week for more Ultimate MMA.